All right, so Jessica Ruckle here, Emerald Ambassador, and we're going to talk about how to not be salesy tonight, because that is the least, I don't even know what I'm saying. That's what we don't want, right? That's what we don't want to be, is salesy. And raise your hand if when you joined, you were not a salesperson. No. Okay. So, but also maybe let's just think about if we've ever sold anything in our lives, right? Maybe put in the chat something you've sold, whether it was at a garage sale, whether it was on a buy sell trade site, whether it was 31 bags, or it was wraps, or timeshares, maybe tools. There you go. We got some examples. So, like if you actually wanted to sell something, you could sell it, right? You would go post it up on Craigslist, or you'd go find someone online that would want that makeup. Yep. Okay. So why did you sell it, right? You wanted to make money, right? You wanted to sell that thing in your house because you wanted to probably just make a little bit back on that investment you made, right? Same thing with our products, right? We're sharing because we want to make a little bit back on our investment. That's why we started, is because someone pitched to us that we could make back what we made on our investment. Caitlin, I think she was over at my house one day and we were like realizing that Plexus, when you fast start, they're literally making this much money. Zero. You're getting over $300 in bonuses, and those people are spending $300. Like, really? So they're giving you back every single penny of what is spent on those 3 first welcome packs. And that's just amazing. So when you're thinking about why you're selling something, anything in your life, you're thinking about money. But let's talk about the big long-term goals of the money that you're going to be making, right? Tell me, what makes someone salesy to you? Tell me in the comments or the chat, what makes someone salesy? Is it because all they talk about is that thing? Is it because they don't get to know you? What is it that makes someone salesy in your opinion? I think the word salesy is a created word from network marketers' fears, and or when you copy and paste "hey girl" messages, LOL. So maybe copy and paste inauthentic message that doesn't even sound like the person. Someone that's super pushy, always trying to force the item onto you, but without a real reason or showing them results of the item. So there's nothing to back up what they're saying. They come off as trying to present something that you didn't ask for. Okay, I love all these responses. Great responses. For me, I thought it was really like scummy, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that they were asking their friends for money. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I thought it was really gross that network marketers would ask people that they know for money. Like, I thought that was the weirdest thing. I thought that you should get money from strangers, right? Used car salesman. What about new car salesman makes them different? She's like, I don't know. But yes, I know, a car salesman, because they're just like, hey, let me sell you a car. How do they get to know you? Have you ever bought a car from a good salesman? I have. I mean, they've really gotten to know me. They care about what I want, why I want it, how many seats I need, because how many kids I got, if it's safe or not, like they really try and get to know you in that short period of time without coming off as pushy. But you do get the occasional pushy one. And maybe making constant claims like, this thing is amazing, and this thing's amazing, and this thing's amazing, and oh, you're gonna love this, and you're gonna love it. And it's just kind of like over talking the thing. Like, you're just kind of like, okay, but what's the catch, right? So what makes someone not salesy to you guys? What's your opinion of someone that's not salesy? Salesy equals no relationship sales. Good definition. Our family has had the same car salesman for over 30 years. He has even sold to my grandpa. And you have a trust built with that salesman, right? Yep. Okay, so someone that's not salesy would be the opposite of everything we've discussed, right? Someone who is getting to know you, has a relationship built. So I want to think about our own businesses. When you talk to people, are you coming off as salesy? And if you're making posts, you're also talking to people. It's the same thing. So when you are making a post or when you're reaching out, are you coming off as someone who does not want to get to know them? Are you coming off as someone who is thinking about, this is $35. Ooh, this is 1 away from silver. Ooh, this is 2 away from my Nikes. Ooh, this is 5 away from my second pair. You know, like, is that how you're thinking? Because they can tell. Just like if a car salesman is like, oh, I'm 1 away from a bonus, they're going to push that sale on you, right? And you can feel it. You can feel when the pressure's on for them to really get you that car. So there's 4 things that you can see when you're rocking the boat of being salesy. 4 things that you can really work on. And number 1 is just establishing trust in the relationship. Never, ever, ever lying. That means when it comes to your paycheck, that means when it comes to your results, that means when it comes to your relationship with your upline, that means when it comes to your team, like literally anything that comes out of your mouth that has to do with your life should not be a lie, right? We want to live authentic lives. If I'm on my Facebook sharing my story and I decide to lie, I guarantee it will come up 6 years from now. It will. People will remember your story. They'll be like, wait a minute. Something's not right there. They'll catch you in your lies. So be authentic when you're sharing. Staying consistent. So if you're saying, oh my gosh, this product is the best thing I've ever experienced in my entire life, and then you don't ever post about it again, that's a lie. It's like you're not following through on your statement, right? You're kind of just speaking out words that have no value to them. But if you share that consistently, it comes off less and less salesy because you're authentically sharing it. The next one is number 2, authenticity. So dropping that sales mindset. Do you care more about the sale or the solution for the person? I know a lot of the time, like, I will argue with people. It's why I get the sale, and it's not why I argue. I don't argue for the sale. I argue because I care with people, or I care about people. And if they say they don't need it, I argue with them why they do need it. I can tell when people are struggling from depression, when they have anxiety attacks, when their skin is struggling. I'm going to argue with them. It's a productive argument. I'm not upset with them. I'm not mad that they're not ordering, but I am authentically telling them why it's helped me so much and why I know it's going to help them, why it's the solution to their problem, not because it's going to make me $35. I could give a crap about the $35. Number 3 is the 80-20 rule. This is something that I'm going to work on. 80% of educating, entertaining, and engaging, 20% business. And I have over 6 years really intertwined my business and my life. I know how to post really well about my business and my life. I can share a story and intertwine Plexus into it. But I want to really work on really sharing 80% of my life, like what I am doing, what I am learning, what I am doing for fun, what my hobbies are, what I'm doing with my children, and really having a solution to my problems, not just Plexus. You know, if I'm having a hard day, I just posted about my cleaning my house. Okay, that's a solution to my problem I had. If I'm talking about parenting, it's a problem I'm having with a solution that I'm posting. So really just taking that 80% to talk about my life and the things that I'm struggling with, or that I'm doing well in, or prevailing in, or all the things I'm learning. Things like engagement posts. We're often saying like, hey, I have an incentive for an Apple Watch. This is what I have to do. But how about posting like, hey, which Apple Watch band should I get? I already earned the Apple Watch in my mind, right? So I'm really just asking about the accessories. Okay. Or, you know, like way back in 2020, I was like, which Lexus should I get? Right? Which Hawaii trip should I go on? Snorkel or scuba? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're acting like you're already there. You're just giving them different options. That's how you're going to build engagement. Hey, which outfit should I wear on this next Plexus trip? Hey, we're going to Phoenix in January. Any ideas? I'm thinking this, or this. What do you guys think? So those are more of an engagement post that I want to start doing. I want to start seeing from you guys, instead of just like, hey, here's what I'm trying to earn this month. And number 4 is quality content. And I kind of already touched on this, but what is my problem and what is the solution that I've found, even if it's a baby tiny mini solution. The ones that go the extra mile, dig deep and ask great questions, doesn't just reach out to pitch a sale. So that's someone we would look at as non-salesy. What is an example of your argument to their objections? So someone saying that they have mental health struggles, saying that they don't have the money, but they're depressed, severely depressed. And I know they're suicidal. I know that they're really struggling. I'm going to say, hey, how much can you afford? Is it $30? Can you just do Metaburn? Can you split a bag of Slim with me? Can you, I'll try and do stuff like that. I will really start getting into their business. Like, all right, well, if you can't afford it, then what are you affording? What are your bills going to? Because if I'm willing to reach out to them about their depression, I'm already willing to go deep with them. So I will just ask them some serious questions and just let them know that I'm asking because I care and because I really want them to be able to afford it. And because I came from that. And that's kind of when you share your story a little bit, like the feel, felt, found method. Like, hey, when I started, I felt the same way. I feel you. But I've found that this helped me in this way. And now I save money, and we do have a live on that in Triumph VIP at the Feel, Felt, Found method by Hannah Kern. I asked her to come share it because she's just with it. But yeah, I will argue productively. Caring about your goals and visions without caring so much about your paycheck, right? So thinking big picture, thinking about what you're going to be doing 5 years from now, as a Jewel. Like, all right, I see Jessica as a Jewel. What's she doing that she didn't do 5 years from now? What am I going to do when I'm a Jewel? What am I going to do when I'm a diamond? How's my life going to look like? It's that vision casting we all need so that when we do reach out, we're not looking for an incentive. Because to be honest, you guys, I've earned the incentives. I've been here for 6 years. I'm not trying to earn the incentives right now. Yes, if I earn them, wonderful. But my goal right now is to help 5 people earn the Nikes. My goal is to help 5 people earn $150 in, bonuses. Like, I want to help people earn money and I want to help them earn the incentives. People that have never had a pair of Nikes, people that have never had a hair dryer. Like, I've had these things. I can go buy these things, but there's a lot of people out there that can't even buy groceries right now. So an extra pair of shoes for their kids this Christmas would be really freaking nice. I try to think about what I'm doing now. It will show in 90 days. Yes, what I did 90 days ago is what I'm receiving right now. Who I messaged and poured into 90 days ago are the people joining now. And it's like the seasons. God gives us seasons and he's like, hey, harvest time, harvest time, harvest time, harvest time. 4 times a year, harvest time. So yes, planting those seeds all year long and knowing that, hey, my work now is going to be something in the future. Johanna, I want the Nikes. Yes, girl. And who is going to earn them with you? How can you help them where they are? So helping your team where they are, but helping people where they are. If, like I said, if they can't afford a whole pack, I'm going to talk about what they can afford. Okay. I'm going to help you. Every day you're going to save $2. Can you do that for me? $2 in a bank, right? People can do that. By the end of the month, how much money are they going to have? 2 times 30, that's $60, right? So you're going to just slowly work with them. Just like if you were in that position and you couldn't afford it, what would you want someone to do for you? And then I want to talk about, like, what do you do? I actually got asked this a lot on my trip to Missouri. What do I do? And it was funny because for 5 years, I've had this perfect speech of what I do. And like, deer in headlights, I sell supplements. That's it. Like, it was just very simple. And it was actually very nice for me to just say it like that. I felt relief from saying it like that. But I want to ask you, if you say I share supplements, are you just sharing supplements? Is that leading to a sale? Is that saying, oh, can I get your link? Right? I want you to really be conscious about when you're saying I share them and when you're saying I sell them, because this is a business. You are a salesperson. Okay. Once you just address that, you'll actually make more sales. Okay. But right now, if you're just sharing, that's all you're going to be doing. So if you're willing to say, I do sell supplements, maybe it sounds like I own a vitamin business out of my home. Maybe it sounds like I partner with a company out of Arizona, and I sell health and wellness supplements. Maybe it sounds like, after struggling with weight loss and my depression, I started a health and wellness business. Okay. I want you to really think about saying, I started a business, or I own a business, or I partner with a company, versus like I share supplements or I sell supplements. Like, so really think about that for yourselves, because you will get asked, especially if it's your title. Like, that's what you do. That's how people make conversation. So establishing trust, give people a chance to know who you are. Tara's been doing a great job. Caitlin's been doing a great job getting in their stories and just talking, not going too long. Nobody wants to listen to you talk for 5 minutes, but giving them a snippet of your day. That's what people want to know. They want to know that you're like on your way to your appointment. They want to know that you're, going to pick up your son, but you're taking a break to like take a mental health check or whatever. They want to know these things. When they like you, they will buy from you, but when they trust you, they'll join you. Okay. I love that. I heard that tonight and I was just like, ooh, that's so good. I have so many people that like me, but I need people to trust me, right? I want people to do this with me. And that's going to take me getting a little bit closer to people, right? Selling your lifestyle. Yes. I say I'm a gut health coach and educate people on my supplements that I sell. Perfect. Yes. Start talking about Christmas now. Some families need that extra money, more families than we even realize. Number 2, or hold on, have connections and conversations, put yourself out there. Okay. So it's going to be uncomfortable to make relationships. It's going to be hard to accept new friends. Okay. But all you have to do is be a friend. You don't have to have new friends. You just have to be a friend. And that's a little bit refreshing to kind of take that pressure off yourself. Like, you don't have to necessarily be looking for a new friend. All you have to do is be a friend to someone, to 5 people, to 3 people, to 2 people. Pick 2 people and be like, I'm going to be a friend to them. I'm going to be kind to them. I'm going to show them love, and I'm going to show them that they matter in this world. That's it. Caitlin said that's been the hardest part for me. Self-development and prayer has helped me work on that fear of mine. Absolutely. Personal versus professional. Let the business save you. Okay. At my hardest point in my life, when my dad died, this business saved me. It gave me a purpose again. It gave me a reason to get on Facebook. It gave me a reason to talk to people about health. Like, I could have just shut down, or I could have not even had Plexus to begin with, but it was a blessing. God gave me a platform to speak on. And now I balance that out between my pillars, right? If you don't know what your 5 pillars of passion are, we also have a live training on that in Team Triumph for you to watch. Pillars of passion. What interests you? What are you good at? What sets you on fire? Know that not everyone is for you, right? So if you're like, oh my gosh, I want to post this, it sets me on fire, ooh, but I might offend someone. Who cares? Do it. That one person, oh well, like, you're not going to please everyone. So that's okay. Just be you. That's authenticity. Everything you say and do will be read and in the mindset and the tone of the reader. So just being aware of that. If you're complaining, if you're being a Debbie Downer, if you're, tired, or you're exhausted, or you're just like, oh, the line at the Starbucks was forever. Okay, people don't care. They actually don't care about that. And you're actually withdrawing from people's happiness. And if you really look at it like that, like, I actually just took a point off of their like score of happiness. Like, maybe they started at 100, they're at 99 right now because they just read your post. Right? So you want to be depositing, you want to be giving people a smile, you want to be giving people a love, you want to be giving people encouragement. Okay. Depositing, making it go over 100 if that's what they started at. Yes. Being the light. Thank you, Tara. Are you looking for help, or are you giving it? And that's something we need to be really paying attention to. If I'm constantly looking for help from people, I am not ready to lead or give you any advice or help from my own. I'm not. But I can ask for help from my upline or for my close people, and then I can lead, right? We can ask for help from the people we trust, and then we can give it to others. But if we're just on our Facebook, like, hey, I need help, like, all the time, like, hey, I need help getting 3 people, I need help, like, signing up someone, like, I need help with this goal, like, you're just constantly in need of help. No, I don't want to help you all the time. I'm sorry. Like, nobody wants to always be helping. No, we want to be cheerfully giving. We want to be supportive. We want to be giving with joy. But if someone's constantly asking for my help, I'm like, okay, When are you going to do it yourself, sister? Right? When are you going to do it yourself? You got to do it yourself. That actually takes away from the value of what we offer too. Yes, by constantly feeling desperate, like I need the sale, I need this rank up, I need to go silver. Like you actually don't need the rank up, right? Maybe you need the money, but you don't need the rank up. And really getting clear on what your why is and why you need that money. It exhausts people. Yes. Who were you before you started Plexus? Before you started your business? How were you introduced to your company? What impressed you the most about Plexus? What has your business done for you? Or what are you most excited about it doing for you? These are all ways that you can talk about business without talking about money, but just your own experience. And be excited, be proud and willing to share, because if you're not proud, excited, or willing to share, please don't. If you're just copying and pasting for the paycheck, you're actually hurting the rest of us. Your story is what matters. Your story is what's going to get you to diamond. Your story is what's going to get you to even gold. Because right now, if we're just copying and pasting, if we're just looking for the incentive, we are being salesy. I have one more thing. What's in it for them? Help them see that. You aren't Plexus or the product. You are Johanna. You are Tara. You are Kaylin. You are Kimmy. Knowing who you are makes you shine. And when you shine, you attract people. You attract your tribe. You are approaching people about their health. So this is somewhat serious and it should be taken that way. If you have actually been impacted by the products, both physically, mentally, spiritually, you should be talking about that, not just posting a graphic. Okay. People need to hear your heart. So I want to open this up. If you have any questions, if you have any blocks, if you feel like, oh my gosh, I have been salesy, like I need to just admit that, like I just want to open it up. Cami said, I would encourage people to look at the funds they spend each day. This month, my eyes have been opened so much by running the penny wars of the elementary school my daughter goes to. Yes, it adds up quick.
So I wanted to add something that's like helped me think about this different. Is once I realized that this is actually my business and like it's not Tara's business, it's not Jessica's business, it's not Plexus's business. The second, like I'm paying these taxes, like I have to do this every year. I started taking ownership in the fact that like, okay, how would someone actually run like a brick and mortar store? And that's really like where I've kind of tried to show up different in my inbox and on my Facebook and on my stories, because this is my business now. So I think that that's something that I think we can forget about, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, if you guys were clocking in and clocking out every day, what would you do? If this was an actual store and you had to walk in and sell things, would you just wait for someone to walk in the door? Because I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just like, oh, I'll just wait and read my book while wait till the door dings. Like that's like waiting for someone to message you about products. This is literally what you're doing. You're not advertising, you're not creating content, you're not making posters, you're not making reels, you're not going live, you're not out in the parks promoting, you're not making new friends, you're not out at play dates. Like there are 8 things right there that you could go do to promote your business, but you're waiting on a message. So just keep in mind like that. I think we're all kind of in a season of stuck, right? But something that I'm doing right now is I was told today I have 450 subscriptions on right now. I ended at 150 orders. Very grateful, but why? Why is that there? Why is that gap there of me not hitting emerald? So from now until the end of the year, that's my homework. That's my job. I'm going to clock in every day and I'm going to message the people and be like, hi, let's figure out your subscription, right? I'm your emerald. I'm going to do this with you. And so, you know, just figuring out what you're going to do until the end of the year, till the end of the month, that's going to help your business. That makes you feel like I'm clocking in and I'm being productive behind the scenes. Just figuring out what that is. Anyone else have anything else they want to add?
I guess like you said, I've just been going into my stories and just educating people on my journey of, my back and my leg, and the things that I'm learning that I find fascinating. And we deal with how to support your nervous system. So, if I can learn something and know that nerve and ease help regenerate new nerve cells, like why not? So just kind of taking my experiences every day and turning them into educational things that then turn into our business is kind of the direction that I feel like I need to go. I am very sciencey. I want to know the ins and outs of why and how, and I'm an ingredient whore, honestly. So I just started doing that, and I'm getting way more interaction on my stories than I ever have in like the last 4 years. So working on that, I think that we definitely are all kind of just in this weird space. And so I think that just really knowing that we have to get out. We can't hide behind our screens anymore. We can't hide behind a we're not locked down. So getting out and interacting with people and actually having conversations about what you do, or not even what you do, but if you see somebody in the grocery store that you like, whatever they're wearing, like say it, make connection. We, I think, have lost that that know how to make a connection, and we're human beings, and that's what literally we live for. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I definitely think that it's turning the corner, and I'm just kind of rolling with it.
Well, your hair looks so shiny.
Oh, well, thanks.
It looks great.
Well, that was the other thing that, yesterday, that was my post. And it's crazy to me when I did that side by side, and I saw how not only how like my hair, but like how puffy my face was because of stress and because of drugs that I got pumped full of. Like your body goes through seasons, and actually this meeting somebody where they're at is, I added a VIP, but she only got ProBio 5 and BioCleanse because that's what she wanted. And so meeting people where they're at, it's okay. It's okay to meet people where they're at because you can build on that. And I would much rather nourish that relationship into trust than be pushy with something that they don't want. And so
won't use,
and
or
won't
get a
use.
refund on, like,
Right.
It's silly.
And so just being authentic and meeting yourself where you're at, but also pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. So I think a lot of us have gotten comfortable where we're at, and I don't want to be comfortable anymore.
Same
So-
is.
I was gonna
Go ahead.
no, finish that thought.
I didn't have one.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna add to it, like when like I have started the greens, and I thought to myself, I'm like a newbie at taking greens. People don't have, like, how am I gonna word this? Bear with me here. My brain is like very jumbled. So if I'm not great at forming a sentence, sorry. But when you go to a new movie, you're like, you guys, oh my God, blah, and you just authentically talk about it without thinking like, I'm making money behind this. Oh, they think I'm salesy, like, oh, like just to be excited, like I'm detoxing right now on my face from greens, and this is like spirulina. And it's just like random little things where people are following your lifestyle like that. I literally had someone reach out to me because I made a story on my stories about me taking greens and being like, all this yucky stuff is coming out, like this is so cool. And I'm like, it's just me on my stories. She's like, help me, I need like stuff out of my gut. And it's just authentic like that. Like I think basically what I'm trying to say is just showing up like as if you're not even selling anything at all. You're just living your life and you're like, I took my shot of greens today. You know, that kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It makes sense. And like Tara said, showing people that you're starting something new. Like we have things we can start new all the time in Plexus, and people are like, "Oh, you quit? Like, what did you do new?" And we're like, "No, actually, we're still at Plexus." They're that great. They have this too. But you know, like just sharing excited. And a lot of people are into that weird like pimply stuff, like Kaylin. And I'm like, ugh, I can't. But people are like, "Oh, I need it. I need a detox. I need that out of me." And I'm like, whatever floats your boat. But she found her people, right?
Another thing that I saw the other day, and totally probably up Caitlin's alley completely, but was a girl made a reel about having a normal poop. Like,
Oh my god.
and she's
I
like,
told Jessica the other day, I said, I almost took a picture to send you because I was that proud of it. Like, thank you, ProBio. I'm disgusting. Okay. Good to know, Tara. I'm putting that out there.
but like this girl, I mean, and she is not with Plexus. She's actually a gut health nutrition, you know, like a gut health doctor or whatever that I follow. But she literally made a reel, and she didn't show it. She just was in the bathroom. But I was like, that's so Caitlin.
She's so proud of her poop.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's like, you know, I haven't had, you know, I don't know what song that she put, but pretty much it was just like, you know, the beat that drops when you have a normal BM or whatever. So
Terrible.
it's getting creative, I think, with, you know, what we do. There's so many things that we can do that is creative, that's also educational, but also supportive. I mean, you know, we're going into the months where seasonal depression starts. Like the other day, I was at where was I at? I was at therapy. And she was like, you really need to make sure that you're taking vitamin D because we're going into, and I was like, I got you. I take 10,000 IUs of vitamin D every single day. And she was like, oh, like, but people don't know that. People don't understand the, you know, the cloudiness that we have here. It doesn't rain all the time. It's the gray. It's the no sunshine. So like, you know, pick a topic and spend an entire month on that one topic.
Right.
I thought of that, like carrying off of that. Emily Roberts' Zoom the other night, she was talking about Immune Plus and how like we really need that here in Washington State. So like I feel all of us should like band together, place an order on it, and like just fucking go ham on Immune Plus. Oh, sorry, we're on record. But like it's got all that extra stuff to build our immune system and everything, and just like authentically be like, my kids got like, Johanna, you're like, I'm a homeschooling mom. My kids still get sick. I need a pump. You know what I mean? Like there's so much you can do, like get excited about a product.
Yeah.
Like Jessica has like, and all these Zoom or not Zoom lives and Triumph VIP about product knowledge. Like just take one product, get super excited about it. Like I'm on greens right now and I'm like, I had no idea about this stuff. And then you become a product expert and you're authentically sharing like that. And it's not salesy. And it's like, dude, you're going to get pimples for like the first 2 weeks of taking shot of greens, but then you don't even have to worry about eating vegetables. Like I just sold me on greens. Like, and that sounds authentic talking like that. I think also voice recordings, you know?
Yeah.
I think if you voice recordings in the inbox, that's cool too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, Immune Plus, like we should all band together because that die off is.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm scared.
that's all I have.
All right. Well, I hope this helps someone to be less salesy and to just kind of work on building that trust, being authentic, using the 80-20, because I think a lot of us vomit Plexus when we first start. We're excited, or we like don't post at all. It's one or the other. And we really just need to find that balance of what works for us. So if you have questions, you have 3 of your leaders on this call right now. You can reach out to any of us if you need help with posting, with messages, with how to not sound salesy. We're always here to help. So we hope you have a wonderful evening. Again, thanks for hopping on, and we'll talk to y'all soon.